I think the inside of the turkey sausages are still a little bit uncooked. Told you it'd be fine. So, good morning everyone. Someone left a comment on the last video saying, I'm looking forward to a vlog where Sean doesn't drink any caffeine. Unfortunately, this obviously isn't going to be one of those vlogs. Over the last couple of days, there's been a lot to update you on. Some have absolutely scuppered my plans in terms of shredding, in terms of powerlifting. I went and I got a mole removed from my leg. So last weekend or so, I spotted like a really dark, inflamed and increasingly swelling mole. And because of my history with my father dying of skin cancer 14 years ago, whenever I see something that I don't like on my skin, I have to get rid of it as soon as possible. Within 3 days, I was sat on a bed in a dare clinic and the mole was getting removed from my leg. The downside of that is the fact that I won't be able to train legs for the next couple of weeks. I will still be continuing on with the upper body segment of it, trying to get that bench press of 180 kilos in about 2 weeks time. Although admittedly my training over the last week has been few and far between. Last Wednesday I was in Manchester at a Coldplay concert, so not much training was done, a lot of alcohol ingested, and then over the weekend I was up at Forbidden Fruit in Dublin. So again, more alcohol ingested. I'm assuming the diuretic that is alcohol, the lack of calorie consumption through solid food, and the copious amounts of two-stepping resulted in a pretty successful week as far as the summer shred goes. Cheers. I have a couple of things to do today. I just want to let you know on where my mindset is with this social media, with this kind of business thing in general. As of right now, my only source of income is the coaching app and my online coaching. And that pretty much has always been the case, that coaching has been my main, if not my only source of income over the last number of years in which I've been doing social media. I was just thinking over the last weekend in particular, and I was like, there's definitely a whole lot more that I could be doing with the presence that I have across Instagram, across TikTok, and with YouTube itself. The next couple of weeks, the next couple of months are definitely going to be different for me in terms of the ventures that I decide to pursue, starting with, of course, the Vanilla Gorilla clothing, but also opening myself up to the opportunity to work with brands that align obviously very, very well with what I do. I've always been someone who has never done a brand deal and has bragged about the fact that they've never done a brand deal, and hence gotten all the validation that I would have gotten from a brand deal by telling everyone that I didn't do a brand deal. It's not something that I'm completely closed off to anymore, and I was like, it's a bit stupid to just go through life or go through social media and just never collaborate with a brand, no matter how well it may align with you. But of course it would have to be on my conditions, because the last thing that I want to do is to go work with the company and then all of a sudden they turn around saying, Sean, you can't fucking curse in your videos, or you can't make borderline fatphobic jokes on your account, because at the end of the day that would be a very, very short and swift path to social media self-destruction. So that's not something that I'm willing to do, but I am open to pursuing a lot more opportunities in the course of the next couple of weeks. I'm just about on my way to the gym. The car is like a fucking sauna because it's 26 degrees outside. Gonna hit up, I actually don't know what session I'm gonna do. You're gonna find out inside. BTW. My second can of Monster of the day, probably going to take me up to roughly 500 milligrams, including the coffees that I had earlier, and each one tastes better than the last.
Thousand years later.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
session is a wrap, and as is the case with any time that I record a vlog, I haven't eaten anything today, and it's currently 3:25. So I'm going to go inside, have my first meal. See you there. See you there. Adios. Abiento. Myself and Small Sean have a cleaner that comes once a week, and she's probably watching this, so I just want to put on the record, Roxanne, I'm scared shitless of you. You're a lovely lady, but you keep throwing out my turkey rashers. Now, to be fair, the date does say like the 16th of May on them, so any reasonable person will go, why the fuck is he eating turkey rashers that are a month out of date? But that's because I put them in the freezer, and then I cook them like I've done with these turkey sausages that are also technically out of date since the 31st of May. I should really stop leaving it so late in the afternoon to eat. I'm nearly always just absolutely ravenous that I'll pick on any random shit, including like packets of cheese, just to fill the gap between me taking out the frying pan and me having a plate of cooked eggs and turkey sausages in front of me. I feel like I've been in this exact same situation, explaining and presenting this exact same meal. Meal number one, at the humble old hour, 4:20. Yes, I procrastinated for the last hour, namely watching TikToks for 25 minutes inside the front seat of my car until Small Sean came along and asked me what the fuck was I doing, seeing as I was meant to be in the house half an hour ago. We have 2 bagels, 4 turkey sausages, and remains of what was 4 eggs. So obviously I fucked up the fucking cooking of those eggs. They don't look the most aesthetic. They're like a mix between cremated and scrambled eggs. Decent hit of protein, relatively alright to eat. I've had 3 monsters today, 2 cups of coffee, and this is going to be my 3rd. By now, I think it's very fair to assume that I have nothing other than a very explicit caffeine addiction. I can dress it up whatever way I want. You know what they say? You can dress a pig in nice clothes, but it's still a fucking pig. And by pig, I mean your wife. Not sure that's ideal. I think the inside of the turkey sausages are still a little bit uncooked. But what's the worst that can happen? Can you get sick from undercooked turkey? People can get a salmonella infection from eating undercooked turkey or touching. Back to the frying pan I go! So, I don't know about you, but before I sat down to eat, I washed the frying pan, and I would much rather get salmonella than have to fucking wash a frying pan for a second time. Into the microwave it goes for a minute. Ah! Fucking bastard. Okay, by the looks of that, it needs another fucking minute. I'm so fucking hungry. The bagels are gone cold. The fucking eggs are absolutely freezing. This is the trials and tribulations that I have to put up with filming a full day of fucking eating. That looks alright. That's fucking perfect. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Told you it'd be fine. No. Wait. Shortly after that meal number 1, breakfast / dinner / supper, I've put on another bagel with a little bit of butter and one of these little high protein yogurts. I'm going to wrap up the video here. There's a couple of things I need to do tonight, but I can't be arsed dragging the camera around, setting it up, you know, playing up my emotions just to provide better viewing quality. What we're going to do is we're going to finish the video here. I want to thank you all for tuning in as per usual. If you haven't done so already, drop the video a like, turn on post notifications. I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Take care.